I always get asked this question, and I'll put it to you. People often think that your story has to match up perfectly with your business. So my business has nothing to do with football. And often I tell stories of my past, which happen to be sports or football. And it has nothing to do with my business, what I do now. What's been your experience with that? Does your story have to match up with, like, say you're a financial advisor. Does your story have to match up with you being about finance?
No, not at all. Not at all. But I do find that you have lived the stories that will serve your business. You have lived them. They're there. I almost feel like the stories find you. You don't find the story. You know, if your business is heading in this direction, you've lived a life that sent it down that path. So the story is there. It's a matter of making the connections in a way that it makes sense and it makes meaning for people. But there's always, always a way to do that. With whatever story you lived in your life and whatever business you want to build, there's going to be a connection there. There's no way that there can't be.
Yep. And it's your job as a human being, like most people, especially business people, like in businesses that would require left brain. You know, like they usually don't work with me. But if you're like a financial advisor, for example, and I work a lot in the financial services world, they want to make it logical and they want it to match up perfectly with the would-be clients that they're talking to. You don't have to. They don't want to know about finances. They want to know who is going to be handling those finances. What cloth are you cut from? That's the trust piece. That's the co-creation with another human being that is lost in our world of information. It's lost, and so those people need to know who you are. And by sharing your adventures in Little League or the prom or whatever, that's how they get to know you. Those are the people who really make a difference in this world. You know, there's this statistic in the financial services world, and there's this study done by CEG worldwide, and 84% of high wealth individuals, 84% of high wealth individuals, that's $1 million or more of investable assets. That's how they define it. 84% of high wealth individuals are right-brained. They don't understand how they made that money. They don't understand what $1 million is. They don't understand what percentages and columns and numbers mean. But if you can tell them a story, they'll hold you in their heart forever because they're right-brain creatives. They're emotional. They need connection. This is why they made so much money. So I always tell the financial advisors, the left-brain guys and gals, I say, listen, you have to tell them a story if you want to manage their money. Because if you tell them you can make 20% on their money, they don't understand what you're talking about. And I'm part of them. If you tell me, Bo, I can make you 20%, I don't know what that means. But I know what it means if you tell me that when you were 9 years old, you had a dream. I know what that means. That means something to me. They've got my trust now. I believe in dreams. I trust them. I have connection with another human being. They get my money. You understand?